The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Well, if you just joined us, we'll give you the Riot Fest and Golden Ticket keyword right at the end of sports, so stay here.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
Well, a lot going on. Let's give you an update on the Cubs and the wild card race. It's going to be a really stressful 6 weeks at this point. So the Cubs had a chance to stay at least in the race, and they're out again, losing to the Mets 4-3. And Hendricks only allowed 2 runs, 5 hits, struck out 6, his highest of the season. Not enough. So now the wild card is the Phillies, who, by the way, they brought in a pitcher at the trade deadline. His second game, he got a no-hitter.
That's fantastic.
Here's the audio of that.
Swung on, popped up, shallow center field. Rojas sprinting in, he's under it, makes the catch, and Michael Lorenzen has thrown the 14th no-hitter in Philadelphia Phillies history.
Jeez.
He is being mobbed by his teammates as the Phillies shut out the Nationals 7-0.
That stinks because it hurts the Cubs, but either way, it's a wonderful accomplishment.
14 no-hitters for a franchise is an extraordinary amount of no-hitters.
Yeah. Now, they've been around, I think, as long as the Cubs are close in that range, but still, yeah.
How many have the White Sox had, do you think?
So Burley threw the perfect game in 2009, and I think they had one more after that. As a franchise, my guess is less than 10.
Why don't you Google that, Kenzie? White Sox no-hitters?
Yeah,
Right.
how many no-hitters have the White Sox had?
In the meantime, I'll tell you that the wild card is now the Phillies, the Giants, Miami, and then, by the way, where Case's boy Jake Berger went. Is he doing okay with Miami?
Yeah, he's doing great.
Okay.
He's doing great. Yeah, he's kicking ass.
Good job, White Sox.
Yep.
So now they go to the Blue Jays. Now, the White Sox won last night on the South Side, 9-2 over the Yankees, which I'm happy about being a Cubs fan because they're going right into that Brewers series with some confidence. And that's tomorrow. They have one job to do, sweep the Brewers.
Is that what they're doing? Are they going into the Brewers series with confidence?
Well, the franchise is a mess.
I think it's more if they lose another game, the team will implode, and we won't have a baseball team on the South Side.
Well, do you want that so it completely implodes to start over at this point?
I feel like it would make my life easier. Less stress.
And you as the White Sox fan
Less
here?
disappointment. It'd be nice.
Lewis Robert Jr. had a bomb, by the
did.
way. What? I think it's still in the air. So anyway, there were... Update us on that stat, Kenzie. Go ahead. On the White Sox no-hitter stat.
There's a lot.
Okay.
How many?
20.
No hitters for the White Sox?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
20 no-hitters.
Well, it goes back to like 1902.
Well, that's okay. So does the Phillies.
Right, but I'm saying like it's not like recent, but you know.
Does it tell you which the most recent one was?
Oh God.
Well, it had
There's
to be
17 rows. Hold
Wasn't
on.
it just last season?
I think there's a 2021. Hold on.
There was one last season.
Okay. All
I
right.
believe.
So April 14th, 2021.
Oh, 2 years.
Before that, August 25th, 2020. Before that, April 21st, 2012.
Oh, we got enough.
Do you want more?
No, I don't want more. We're
No,
good.
keep on reading dates. It's good.
I could do like 17 more.
We're good. We're looking for a no-hitter out of the Elmhurst Little League, one step away from making it to the Little League World Series in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. They are heading to Whitestown, Indiana, which is a name that always cracks me up. I drive to Nashville to visit my mom, and we go through Indianapolis, and there's a town called Whitestown, Kenzie.
Good Lord.
I feel like their sign is bigger than every other town, too. Like, you know when you're in Whitestown.
That's not where it's going to be, is it?
That's what the game
The game
is.
is in
Oh,
Whitestown.
God.
Not the Little League World Series, but the game to get there is in Whitestown.
You think that would have just... Somebody would have just vetted that. That made it through a lot of people.
Maybe when the town was named, it was a nice name to have in Indiana.
Yeah, but they changed the name of the Washington football team. You'd think Whitestown would be on the list, too.
Well, what's more offensive, Redskins or Whitestown?
Well, Redskins, it was a slur, but Whitestown doesn't sound great either.
I mean, Whitestown, I'm sure when they founded it, they were like, hey, man, we're going to name this town Whitestown, man. That's
It's got to be... Oh, wait. Now I want to Google Whitestown.
Give me the history of Whitestown. But good luck to Elmhurst. This is amazing. This is crazy.
What did you ask me right before we did sports about their name?
Well, it says the Elmhurst Little League, and I thought, aren't they like... I said, Case, do they have a name like the Elmhurst Panthers or something like that?
No. Do you understand that Little League is an organization? So this is the best kids from the Elmhurst Little League. It's like an all-star team. That's what all of these teams are made up of.
I wasn't completely aware of that because I didn't go up the system like you did in baseball.
No, but I didn't play Little League either. Like Little League wasn't around where I grew up.
I know okay, let's go back to Whitestown because Kenzie obviously has something really funny to say about Whitestown.
No, it's not what you think. So, Whitestown, Indiana was named in honor of Albert S. White.
Of course it was.
White was the president of the railroad that was built through Whitestown.
Oh.
So he was a United States senator and a leader in the movement to abolish slavery, actually.
Oh.
Wow, what a turn of events.
I didn't know
Holy
they
crap.
actually named it after somebody who didn't want slavery. And they were like, that's what we're talking about, Whitestown.
You know what's crazy is I'm going to be going through there a lot, going to visit my mom in Nashville. So now I'm going to think about that city completely different because you got that fact.
Yeah, they actually were super against the whole slavery thing. Named it after a guy who didn't want it.
That's amazing.
That's crazy.
So
I'll never think about Whitestown the same way.
We were talking about Little League, but we're over that now. So Elmhurst Little League, go get them. Go get them in Whitestown. That's where they're playing.
Anti-slavery Whitestown.
Anti-slavery Whitestown. The Bears have decided to change their logo. Now, we know the classic C, but I'm going to hold this up to Case and Kenzie. So now the primary logo is the Bears part logo. The bear is now the primary logo. The C is the secondary logo.
Yeah, the bear head.
Yeah, the bear head, which I think is awesome. I like it. I know people don't like change, but Case's dad sells socks, and he's a sock salesman. You can find
Is
him
that
on.
a change from something for you?
You can find him on 35th and the Dan Ryan after Sox games selling
No,
socks.
he's on Lower Wagner.
So, as someone that sells legitimate licensed merch
Yeah, my dad sells licensed sports apparel.
that he buys at Marshall's and sells on the highway,
That's not true.
is this a nightmare for him, or is this also
Yes.
but it's a boom, right? Because everybody's got to buy new gear.
Well, it's almost reached the tipping point where in basketball and football and baseball the last few years, there's been so many logo changes and so many color changes that retailers are just kind of throwing their hands up in the air and going, we can't keep up with this because now there's a new jersey for every team every single year. And
It's expensive.
Awful. It's awful. I mean, it's really, really bad for retailers. You know what I wish they would have done? I like the cursive B, that like third logo that the Bears use. I would like to see them use that more.
Why?
Because I like it.
I like it too. They sent me a hat and I like it. I got a free hat out
No,
of it.
I mean, I like it, but over the bear face?
No,
I don't like the bear face.
The bear face, right? Over the C.
You don't like the bear face?
I like the C and then I like the B.
You're boring.
I didn't do anything wrong. This is my opinion.
Boring.
God.
I think it's pretty cool. So
I think I always thought the bear face was pretty badass.
Because it's like scary.
Oh, you find that scary?
Oh, it's
First off, your dad should love that logo because he's obsessed with bears, so he should be ecstatic.
Facts. Well, let us know what you think at 312-591-8300 because this is the stuff that you have so much merch of, and the bear is now the primary logo, the C is the secondary logo. Finally, O.J. Simpson's back in the news.
Yes.
So it involves
A little too much enthusiasm.
it's a terrible case of a former Raiders receiver, Henry Ruggs, who is getting 3 years in prison for a DUI that killed a woman drunk drive. It's a horrible story. Horrible. He's going to jail for 3 years. But according to OJ, that's not enough time because he got more time for selling memorabilia. We're talking about memorabilia in a hotel room. Here's OJ's words on the case.
Swung on, popped up.
That's not OJ. This is OJ.
Oh my God!
Hey, it's World, it's me, yours truly. Now, I know I went to college on a football scholarship, but somehow this math is not adding up to me. You're driving a car at roughly 160 miles an hour on a public street and end up killing a girl and her dog, and you get 3 to 10 years. You go to a hotel room that you're invited to retrieve your own personal stolen property I now have because it was ruled to be mine by the state of California, and you get 9 to 33 years. Same courthouse, same city, same state. I don't know. Somehow it just does not add up to me.
So you see OJ's with the laugh at the end.
He's a mad scientist.
He is so unhappy that he got 9 years for just stealing back his own merch in a hotel as opposed to this guy who killed somebody.
I just don't think he should be complaining about sentences.
I think once again the criminal justice system has wronged OJ.
I think that I think that he should feel like he's just come out on top overall, you know?
The dude is golfing every day. Who's paying for that?
Games based on the first audio you played.
That's right, yeah.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Flash with Kenzie now. 312-591-8300. Call right now to compete against Kenzie in a trivia contest. We got a sweet Brian and Kenzie prize pack for you if you take her down. So, trivia, people say all the time, I beat her in the car all the time, man. We'll call up and prove it. Put it on the line. 312-591-8300. Call right now.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
So we'll give out the keyword again if you missed it for Riot Fest tickets and a chance at the golden ticket at the end of trivia.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Flash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q101.
Here we go. Clash with Kenzie. Robbie of Woodridge taking on Kenzie today in a trivia competition. Robbie, ahoy, tell us something really quick about yourself.
Ahoy there, morning crew. This is Robbie. I work in Bolingbrook in the truck stop over there, and that's what I do in the afternoons and evenings. I kind of do my own podcasting for sports in Chicago.
Oh, right on.
Oh, that's very fun.
Dig that. What's the name of your podcast?
Robbie's World of Sports.
I like
Catch
it.
me every Mondays at 3 p.m.
It sounds like a sports store, like Robbie's World of Sports. Like I feel like that would be a fun place to shop.
Half-price jerseys today on the new Bears logo.
Hey, you never know. I might have a pop-up shop coming in Chicago
Hey,
sometime.
let's get it.
Right on. All right, man. Well, listen. Hold off on the sports talk, but there might be some sports questions and trivia today. Okay?
Okay.
First one to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same with you. Call heads or tails on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Neil.
Whoa, call it. Case went over to Case. I dropped it.
I don't know where it went.
What'd it land on?
Where is it? Robbie,
Brian,
what
it's
did
over
you,
by you. It's under the desk over by you.
Robbie, what did you say? Did you say tails?
Tails.
Wait, what is it
It
on?
landed on tails on the floor.
I bet.
It did.
That's convenient.
All right, Robbie, are you ready?
Hey, that's a sign that it's a good day today. Awesome.
You're winning already. Question
Yes.
Question number 1, Robbie. Who played Stifler's mom in the American Pie movies, also got famous more recently for the White Lotus series? Remember her name? 3, 2.
Nope, just Stifler's mom.
Stifler's mom, well, forever and ever.
Makes you want a hot dog real bad. It's Jennifer Coolidge.
That's a very good impression of
It's
her.
not, but I love her.
No, that was good. That was good.
I love her.
Kenzie's
That
got
was good.
one. All right, back to Kenzie.
Yes.
How many astronauts manned each Apollo flight? How many guys were on the flights?
Is it 13?
They did not fit 13 of those capsules.
I didn't think so, but then I'm like, this is going to be stupid because it was called that.
Imagine the line to walk on the moon.
Oh, it's 13 people. It's not like I said 500. Calm down.
Let's see. Do you know, Robbie?
I'm going to take a wild guess and say 6.
6 is not right.
Can I guess again?
No, yes.
Is it 2?
No, but you're better. It's 3.
Oh.
Yeah.
3.
3 guys. One guy stayed up and circled who got screwed. The other 2 guys went down to the moon. All right.
Why'd they call it 13?
They only called one of them 13. There were
Why'd they
many
call that
Apollos.
one 13?
There was an Apollo 1, 2, 3. They were all the way
There
through.
was?
Yeah, there was.
Well, no one acknowledges those.
Okay, we are going to the planetarium, Adler
No
Planetarium.
one
and-
cares about Apollo 12, I'll tell you that. No
Listen,
one talks about
we're
that.
going to go sit there and enjoy ourselves at the planetarium, which is beautiful over there by Northerly Island.
All right, it is 1-0, and it is back to Robbie. He does not have a point.
Robbie, what U.S. city is nicknamed Beantown?
Boston.
That's Boston. You're on the board. Good job. Kenzie, what is the plastic piece at the end of a shoelace called? What's the name for that thing?
I know this because it sounds like a rock.
Oh.
It sounds like a rock, so it's like an agolite or something.
Aglet is right.
Ah!
Good job.
I always think it's a rock.
Oh, okay. Nice one.
Robbie, being the sports guy, what is the name of the Chicago Blackhawks mascot?
Tommy the Hawk.
There you go. Good job.
Not to be confused with Tony. Not to be confused with Tony.
2-2.
And back to Kenzie.
Kenzie, what car manufacturer produces the Escalade?
Cadillac, because I would
Cadillac.
like one.
I want an Escalade so bad. I really do. Back to Robbie.
Because of your Rogue. Your Rogue's
to me.
not cutting it.
No, the Nissan Rogue is glorious. I love it, but I've always wanted to be Escalade
A
guy.
caddy daddy.
Yeah, caddy daddy. Back to Robbie.
Yes, 3-2.
Robbie, what president was shot at Ford's Theater?
Would that be Abraham Lincoln?
It was Abraham Lincoln. Good job.
Or the theater kind of give it away, don't you think?
Not many of them have been shot either, thank God.
Well, yeah, but at a theater, I mean, come on. Come on.
All right, okay, here we go. In baseball, Kenzie, what base will the hitter end up on if he hits a ground rule double?
Second.
Second's right. There you go. Kenzie's got 4. Robbie's got 3.
Yes.
Robbie, Steve Carell played a character by the name of Andy in what 2005 comedy? 3, 2, 1. Oh, no.
Sorry. Nope.
Up. I didn't even hear what he said, but it was past the buzzer. Kenzie for the win.
Oh, my God. I'm so excited. 40-year-old virgin.
40-year-old virgin is right. So right. I'm sorry, Robbie.
It's okay. I had a great time. You guys are awesome. I listen to you guys every morning. It was fun. And I got to see this Allie and Kenzie now. My goodness.
Oh, let's give him a prize back.
We've given everybody all week a prize pack for losing.
well, no, yesterday I lost.
Oh, that's awesome. Look at that.
I already said it, so now you have to give it to him.
Yeah, Robbie, we didn't say you have a prize pack just yet, but that's what we're going to do, Brian, because we care about our listeners.
We do. Robbie, you get a prize pack.
You guys are awesome. Like I said, today is a lucky day, and I'm feeling lucky.
Hey.
Hell yeah. All right, we got that prize pack for you, man. Congrats.
Thank you, guys. Awesome. You guys have a wonderful afternoon or morning.
Yeah. Hang on a second. We'll get that to you from Brian and Kenzie.
The Q101 Morning Crew's Clash with Kenzie.
On Q101.
And something for everybody else, as we did this about 40 minutes ago, just in case you missed the keyword for Riot Fest tickets and a chance at the golden ticket. It is postal. You can text postal, as in postal service, right now to 312-591-8300. That gives you a chance to win Riot Fest 3-day passes, which is ridiculous. Postal Service playing that event, one of them. And then also access to everything Q101 does for a year. Thousands and thousands of dollars of free concert tickets can be yours if you text postal to 312-591-8300 right now.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Mike Shinoda, Brian and Kenzie on Q101. And we will have another chance, a different concert situation to win for Riot Fest coming up. I just want to remind you guys that you can keep entering. Until you win, you can keep entering every hour. So coming up at 8 will be your chance at Riot Fest tickets again. Every hour, it's going to be Riot Fest tickets today, and then a chance at the golden ticket, which gets you into every show Q101 does. And like I said, when you go down, Riot Fest, you have, I don't know, a little band called The Cure playing. You got the Foo Fighters. Especially every day, similar to Lollapalooza, you get about 30 bands a day, and ones that will pique your interest, and you'll say, oh, I got to get there early now because AFI is playing early on Sunday. We don't have the times yet on this thing yet, but they will be probably earlier. The Breeders, You got all kinds of amazing artists at Riot Fest, and you can be there. Just be here again at 8 o'clock for a new keyword, and you can keep entering until you win. That's the goal from Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We want to get everybody in the party. Also coming up, why don't you answer this question right now, because we got a little bit of time before we get there. You knew you had to get in shape when blank. So whatever happened to you, it's something you were doing, something you looked at yourself, whatever. You knew you had to get in shape when blank. Call up right now at 312-591-8300 and fill in that blank. There's a celebrity that said he knew he had to get in shape when he was breathing heavy and almost couldn't catch his breath during sex. We'll tell you who that celebrity was at 7:50 coming up here. But what was the moment when you realized, boy, I got to get in shape? 312-591-8300.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
So we're about 8 minutes away from 8 a.m. Next chance at Riot Fest tickets and the golden ticket. Everything we do for a year from Riot Fest to Riot Fest, so 2023 to 2024. All the shows in between, like Kenzie likes to call it, it's a Riot Fest sandwich.
Like a big sandwich, like a Scooby-Doo one.
Like Lollapalooza could be the salami, and Picnic could be the cheese.
Oh, I love cheese.
I know, all the way through. There's so many concerts, thousands of dollars of free concerts your way. 8 a.m., your chance at it.
Jams like mayo.
Yeah, Pearl Jam is mayo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I think so. Yep. So, you knew you had to get in shape when blank. Now, this story comes from Busta Rhymes. That's how Busta Rhymes sounds, and it also is how he sounded to his girl when he was in bed because she got scared because he's so out of shape. So when they're having sex, his breathing, she thought he was going to have a heart attack.
Oh, no.
Which, again, it's Busta Rhymes, so how do you know he's having a heart attack? This is how he sounds, you know? 50-year-olds that during sex. Woo-ha!
Woo-ha.
No.
It's like, am I having sex with Woody from Toy Story or Busta Rhymes? I don't know.
I couldn't get this song loud enough in the car back in the day, I'm just saying.
This was your favorite? Was this your...
Oh, of the old school hip hop, this is one of my faves. Public Enemy and Busta Rhymes. So Busta Rhymes decided to lose weight, he says in a new Men's Health article, because he was just getting gassed in bed. And it was so bad, it was like an asthma attack. But I'll tell you, there's pictures of it. This is good for a lot of guys out there and women. He has a gut that sticks out like 2 feet. And now he's been working out not that long, and he's got a six-pack.
That's insane. He has a six-pack?
He's over 50. I mean, he's got a six-pack now. He looks amazing.
I didn't know he got a six-pack. Holy crap.
I'll show you the picture.
I bet, is it your screensaver?
I'm really proud of Busta Rhymes in this situation. So when did you realize you had to get in shape? Kevin is checking in from Carroll Stream. Kevin, ahoy.
Ahoy, guys.
What was that moment for you?
I took the Little One at Great America. There were a couple of the rides where they had to give me a little push to get on it. I'm like, man, this ain't cool. I don't remember this.
This ain't cool.
Now, did you leave there immediately and start losing weight?
No. I mean, I was able to get on every ride. I mean, there wasn't any ride that I could not get on.
Sure.
But,
Sure.
This wasn't a total emergency.
No.
Oh, man. But did it eventually inspire you, though, to maybe like, I got to lose a couple pounds, or I'm not going to eat ice cream today?
This just was like last week and a half ago or so. But I have a treadmill downstairs that I need to start using.
Oh, well, you have plenty of time. You're probably not. You only go to Great America like once a year, so you'll start like December.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be good for next year.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the end of the season. You don't need to work out yet. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I swear.
I'll wait till after Thanksgiving.
That's amazing.
We're near Thanksgiving. You can't have that.
See, this is what I do always around the holidays, too. Thanksgiving comes around, I tell Megan, okay, well, Thanksgiving's a wash because we're going to eat all this food. And then between the holidays, we get gifts and chocolate and stuff. And then Christmas comes and New Year's. Okay, so January 1st. But everybody starts January 1st. So February will be a great time to start the gym.
Do you think that there's a maximum amount of people that get in shape? What do you mean everyone starts January 1st?
That's kind of how I look at it.
You know what drives me nuts is the people who decide to only diet like on Thanksgiving and they have to make everybody know about it.
A-holes.
Oh my God. I had a family member like this, and every year she's like, well, I can only have the vegetables and it has to be dark meat turkey and I can't put gravy on it. I'm like, you ate a box of Ferrero Rochers yesterday. Why is today the day? Like the fun, like, why are you doing it now where we all have to talk about it?
Yeah.
Enjoy today of all the days.
Right.
So annoying.
So, Kevin, don't worry about it. You got plenty of time.
Oh, yeah, you'll be fine.
Thanks, guys.
All right, bud.
Have a good one. Bye.
You too. Mike's checking in from Michigan City. When did you realize you had to get in shape? Ahoy, Mike.
Hey, ahoy. When I got a divorce.
Oh. You're getting out there again and you realize, whoa, I'm really out there.
Yeah, 18 years of domestication and somebody always handing you a plate of food. Yeah. So
broke you.
A little bit. And I'll tell you what, though, I lost 100 pounds in like 4 months.
Wow.
And, yeah.
Congratulations.
Was your ex-wife just pissed? Like, oh, okay, now you better yourself.
So the last I heard, a buddy of mine saw her working somewhere in Gary and said she looks like two of what she used to be. So, yeah.
Oh, you lost it. She found it.
Hey, yeah, she can have it. She didn't get the house, so you know.
Oh, dang! She got the weight, not the house. Sucks.
Yeah. And now she can sit around the house. So
okay, we're not going to body shame here.
Oh. Maybe she deserved it. Maybe she like slept with his brother or something. You don't know.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, you know, my best friend, but you know, she can have it.
See?
Did she really sleep with your best friend?
She left with him. Yeah. So
she
can have him.
Oh.
Hey, drugs are a mean thing, man. I'm telling you.
Jeez, dude.
Well, this is going down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, it is.
This sounds like a movie.
You know, yeah.
Are you? How'd you lose 100 pounds in 4 months?
Eating right, man. I mean, I quit drinking pop. I quit the crappy sugars and everything else, and just started eating fruits, vegetables, and portion control, all that good stuff, man.
Damn.
I hit the gym, all that.
Brian is looking for a miracle, so he was hoping that you're like, listen, there's this cotton candy diet. Like, that's what he wants to hear so bad.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.